stage. Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You thought I'm just changing things up this morning. Alrighty. Good morning again. It is the 28th day of November. Year of our Lord 2023, because He's with us every single day. Yep. Hold on a second. I'm trying to fix stuff here. Alright, where's my overlay stuff? There you go. Yep, it's Taco Tuesday. Some people say those grilled jalapenos I'm doing is the poison, so I decided I'll go ahead and make that. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? A lot of things to talk about today. Later on in the broadcast, I will be talking about all those companies that you might not know that China owns or controls in the U.S. A lot of them are iconic, and some of them may shock you. And you're going to be like, yeah. As regards to yesterday, some people wanted to know these places before they go out Christmas shopping. Yeah, probably a good idea, unless you want to be able to have to return the stuff after about 1 week of after Christmas, because it broke. Hey, good morning, longboarding mom. Had them big Newtons. Ooh, deep cleanings. You gotta love them. Yum, 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 yum. Bzz. Hey, there's some more figs. Just joking. I love that video. I didn't comment on it this morning, though, because I was talking on the phone at the same time. Hey, good morning, Celestial Preps. Good to see you. Oh, big snowstorm. Ooh, 10 to 14 inches. Yeah, I'm sorry. So this month is almost over, needless to say. 2 more days and it's over, and then we're going to have 25 days before the 3 ho-ho-hos show up. Yeah, definitely if you're driving in Pennsylvania, please be careful on those roads and stuff. And it's probably not due to your driving, it's all the other people that are driving. You knew the routine if you lived in Pennsylvania for a while. Oh yeah, I turned it on. I'm like, it's like 20 minutes into it because I was making a video and talking on the phone at the same time. There, a lady, her longboarding mom, and I looked over and I clicked it because I had it on my TV, and it's like, oh, 55 minutes, cool. I can keep listening, glancing over there every once in a while, drooling, of course. Now I want big Newtons. Dang it. No, so hopefully everybody's staying nice and warm and stuff. It's currently supposedly 41 degrees here in west central Texas. We're supposed to get up to 61, but with the wind and all that, we're down in the low 30s. And because I should have just hooked onto the base freaking meteorology site instead of the city one. The base is usually accurate. Oh, now I gotta reload it because they didn't load the first time. So, let's see. Western Journal's talking about the thing about New York's thing, being able to see citizens for indefinite quarantine and they believe you're sick. Yeah. I'm just going down this side. Everybody's getting snow or cold, and then it's going to warm up, then it's going to get cold again, and yeah. And how many of y'all didn't realize that UPS and FedEx are no longer the largest delivery company in the U.S.? Yep, that's right, Amazon's got it. They got a plan to deliver more packages than anybody else over the holidays. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. USA Today is reporting on that mysterious and fatal dog respiratory illness. It is now being reported in 14 states. Go to USA.com and you can find out which states it's affecting. And today starts, this is good. They're reporting that Jimmy Carter currently is in hospice but plans to attend the memorial for his wife, which is awesome. So they're doing the memorial today and then they can be burying her tomorrow on the family homestead. And hopefully he doesn't overdo it today so he's able to attend tomorrow. So step out of Alaska, sorry. I normally don't do the readings after I talk about a topic, but I'm going to hold off on that topic for a few minutes. Alright, anybody watch pinball this morning? That was a pretty good one. A couple of things, though. Yeah, they talk about the thing going around and how the hoo is trying to tell people to stop eating meat and all that other stuff. Okay. Here's my first and foremost thing. Hey, good morning, Ark Wildman. Sorry, I just came back on the screen. Here's the first and foremost thing. Everybody knows the Hooters, they're demanding all this stuff for the world, especially the Western worlds. 60% of them are running the UN, and they actually influenced the Hooters quite a bit. And yeah, so let's reverse this on them. If you're saying eating ground beef and everything we do of our style of life is so wrong and causing climate change that we have to do away with fossil fuels, well, let's tell frickin' OPEC and all these frickin' Muslim countries to stop drilling for oil. That is fossil fuel. You're the one killing the planet. Yeah. You leave us alone if I start shutting your crap down first. There's more of y'all than there are of us in the world, and y'all are freaking killing it. Yep, and if they don't want to freaking deal with it, then you know what? Hey, stop sending food to countries that cooperate with them. You want to mess with our money? Well, we're going to mess with your stomachs. You ain't going to get no food. Hey, AB. Well, we're calm, AB. You need to calm, not break down, you little freak. Go play with your chicken nuggets. So, yeah. It's 27 degrees. Snow is light and fluffy. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, I'm just, oh, I guess I could turn that pre-motivation thing off. No. Oh, that's under banners. Okay, so, for y'all that are showing up late, did you hear the entrance question I asked? How many of y'all went out last night and saw that big-ass beaver moon? Yeah. And why do they call it a beaver moon? Well, they got a lot of things. Supposedly it's a farmer's almanac, and, it's the only full moon supposedly in November, but we got one in December too. And the reason they call that is supposedly beavers. When the beaver moon comes out, beavers end up, I guess, going to I won't say a hibernating state, but they go into their dens and you don't see them for quite a bit. So, has something to do with that. So, no idea, but, for y'all that have the dirty minds, no. Let's talk about the actual moon. It was showing it last night. And see, Lady D even said she glanced at that beaver moon. I'm sorry, Celestial. Perhaps I'm pretty sure somebody has the video of it on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure the International Space Station, which was going to have the final fuel view of it, I'm pretty sure they recorded it, so they'll be running it back and forth. Yep. You can say it'll probably be on NASAspace.com. They'll be flashing the moon's beaver, right? Stuff like that. So, I don't know. We can make so many jokes about it, but you know what? So, alright, I gotta drink some of my coffee. I did open up my door to see if I had any snow. Not that we're expecting any, but you know how it is. Shift kicker leaves her freaking freezer and air conditioner on with the windows open all night, and Texas gets a cold front, so I had to make sure I didn't get no snow last night. Because she did have it, and she blew it this way, I believe, so. AB says he was at the gym at 4 a.m. Okay, AB, sitting in the parking lot of the gym is not technically going to the gym. You actually got to get out and you actually got to go work on the exercise machines and do stuff. Walking in and then grabbing a towel, drying your face off from, I don't know why you're sweating, and then walking back out doesn't mean that you worked out. You actually got to do something. So, but we all love AB. He's a freak, and, he gives us good chicken nuggets when he delivers them. But I think he's being biased. I think he's only delivering to Georgia now. So, but, man, I want to do the story, but the people that wanted to hear the story yesterday aren't here yet. What the hell? Everybody's sleeping in late. Lady D slept in, or she was doing stuff that she didn't get out of bed for, like, wondering if she should call in sick, I would have. But, that's me. Have I ever called in sick when I worked? In the military, you can't do it. If you're sick, you got to go to the doctor. You got to get a doctor's note, or you got to go to work. So, yeah. So, oh wow. Alright, some of you out there, especially the ones that watch on the restream, some of you, yeah, I mean you over there, fourth row in the back, yep, with that funny hat on, yep. You need to go to guide to free.com and read up on the 17 signs it's time for baby boomers to stop driving. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Oh, and AccuWeather's report 8 hours ago, snow covers communities from the Midwest to the Northeast. Be a little late for them to be reporting that now. We already got the weather report on western Pennsylvania, 8 to 10 inches, and yeah, stay off the roads. You know, Celestial Preps needs to be able to go where they need to, and they don't need you to be on the road when they're driving. So stay off the roads of western Pennsylvania. Yeah. History Enhanced is reporting a hidden concert hall is found buried 4 stories underground, and it's an ancient one. I wish I could bring this picture up, but it won't let me. I've already tried. A very beautiful old hand-painted wall. Let's just put it that way. Maybe there's more. I didn't go to the website, so maybe there's more. That's at History Enhanced. I guess that's sponsored by the History Channel. I have no clue. It's the first time I've seen that one come up. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, and of course, locally here, they're like, do you actually need to let your car warm up in winter? Well, it depends on how old your car is, what model, and, basically what year it is. The newer cars, supposedly, you don't need to. You just need to crank them on, wait a few seconds so the oil can splatter around everywhere and lubricate, and then you just drive. But the older models, there's quite a few that you gotta warm up. Now those, you just turn it on and, yeah. You go out and start scraping the windows while the defrost is still trying to warm up to melt the stuff. One thing I do in order not to have to defrost so much, I leave a half bottle of water. Of course, it's closed. I just put that on my cup holder, and that helps with the fog and the windows somehow. Not all the windows, but majority of the windows won't ice up unless there's a heavy sheet of ice falling and stuff. So that really does actually work. Hey, Sean Stryker, good morning. Yep, and just a reminder, because Shift Kicker wants her heat when she gets in. Some states, it's illegal to leave your vehicle, even on your driveway, running to warm up while you're not outside or around it. You can't be inside. Yep. So you may want to check your laws and make sure you don't want to get caught. And you definitely don't want to start up your car with the garage door freaking down and you warm it up while you go in the kitchen and stuff. You can walk out there, bam, and you get hit by all that carbon monoxide and freaking pass out before the garage door can even open. So. Longboarding mom has a customer who's 96. And they're driving? Oh, I'd be scared. The reaction time, and it's not that there are many capabilities that they can't drive. It's the reaction times are off. When you get older, your reaction times drop. Hell, if I was 96, I'd be like, yeah, I want a personal chauffeur to drive me around. Yeah, and there won't be no Uber either. I'll be getting somebody. Yeah, AB. Yeah, you keep working out, buddy. Yeah. I'm not going to read that whole statement on why he's working out, but hey, more power to you. I support you going out and working out that early in the morning. Hey, good morning, Ginger Ninja. Yeah, that solar storm, we had one over Saturday, and it really jacked people. I was noticing them online, and yeah, they just didn't know. They weren't awoken yet to what the sun does. Just like all the freaking meteorologists, they keep switching, and then they keep going back to the Farmer's Almanac, and then trying to use that to make themselves sound educated. Well, a third grader could read the Farmer's Almanac and tell you what the weather's going to be. So, but hey, just saying, don't need all those fancy computers or radars and all that. Why are these meteorologists? They're going to tell you where the weather because the Farmer's Almanac told you. And, why are they getting paid so much? And they got all this fancy equipment, and all they're doing is reading a book. Yeah. That's because they're not prepared. So, yeah. A lot of them are like, well, the El Nino is super strong. It's going to do this. Yeah. Believe me, But here's the thing. Have you ever wondered? They stopped talking about the polar shifts. And yeah, we're going to have a polar reversal. Yeah. And all the fun stuff if you look into what happens on the Earth with a polar reversal. Now, if it's going to be the actual poles or the magnetic poles, it doesn't matter. Either one's still going to jack stuff up. But I'm going to show you why they're not experts, even with their PhDs. And let me see if I turn the echo off, because I don't know if y'all get an echo from me or not. But nope, I didn't. But I'll do it just in case. Hopefully, if you didn't get an echo, that was good. All right. Here's the difference between somebody that has a PhD from a liberal school that learned absolutely nothing and somebody that freaking does a deep dive in their own research to look up stuff. Okay. With a polar shift that we're overdue on, and they found evidence throughout land masses that there have been polar shifts, even though they say, oh, that's not going to happen. Yeah. But look at the angle where the North Pole has moved. And why is the North Pole moving? Yeah. Okay. The tides of water are going to be affected. But did you know that the Earth and the Moon are so intertwined with each other? If one has an effect, it affects the other. I mean, the Moon's moving away from the Earth 2 centimeters every year. So, which isn't a lot. But as much as the Moon affects our tides, how's the Moon going to react when we have a polar shift? Really got to think about it. Everything stops spinning on some parts of the Earth if there's a polar shift. And other stuff keeps going on. So, yeah, we're going to have tsunamis. Right? These scientists haven't even understood that. Are we going to slingshot the Moon into Mars or something? Is it going to be part of Jupiter? They don't know. They haven't even freaking started thinking about it. There are no papers out there or research or anything else about what's going to happen to the Moon. as a massive event as a polar shift on the Earth, how that affects the moon. Does it bring it closer to the Earth again? And it starts its cycle again and moving away to 7 years? How close is it going to get to the Earth? Or how far? Yeah, think about it. Yeah, I mean, like, that's not going to happen tomorrow. Are you sure? You know, can you tell me exactly what's going to happen tomorrow? Do you know tomorrow's actually going to happen? Yeah, think about it. Tomorrow we may be completely out of chicken nuggets worldwide. What do you think AB's going to do? You think he's going to go to the gym? Yeah. So let me see how many people are in here. Saying 14. All right. A few more minutes and I'll be reading the list of China-owned companies in the U.S. But I did look up some extra facts while I was I'm doing email real quick. Doing extra facts about the companies that China has bought. And do you know who the biggest, what country is the biggest purchaser of U.S. land? And no, it's not China. Yeah, well, I'll let you know. It's Canada. Canada owns more U.S. land than any other country in the world. And U.S. I was a little surprised at that. They got all their land. Why do they need to buy ours? That's my question on there. Sorry, I'm typing. And copying and pasting real quick. All right. So that's sent out. Hey, good morning, Gardner Josh. Hopefully it's cold enough for you where you're at. So, rumor has it there was a hack at a hospital in New Jersey, and two of the hospitals are sending customers away due to the hack. Now, it's not the first hospital that's been hit with these hackers, but I'm pretty sure that could be the last too. So, word of advice: if you're going to go to a hospital for some reason, you may want to call ahead and make sure they didn't get hacked. You may end up going to that hospital and they're sending you away somewhere else. Okay, email sent. Ooh, I want to bring this one up. Cyber Monday was the busiest day for background checks. Guess more people are getting the hint that they get to protect themselves because, yeah. And that just goes with the story that I read that, yeah. We'll talk about a newspaper in San Antonio, Texas, stating that person wrote on there, yeah, if you think the cops are going to respond, this guy listed 10 things cops are not responding to in San Antonio to do a report or anything else. Yeah. That's a blue, sanctuary city, too, just to let you know. Other board members and all that, the mayor and all that, yeah, they're all liberals. Yeah, crime rate has gone through the roof. Sanctuary city, cops aren't freaking responding. And this is for anything and everything that deals with your home. Break-ins, they break into your car, they do this, they do that. Yep, you're on your own. So, hey, I heard the door. Hold on. Oh man, it's the wrong one. Okay.
Good
Well, good
morning.
morning, Chef.
I'm I'm having a quiet
Oh, did
morning.
you get? No. Oh, well. Did you get a glance at the beaver?
Yeah. Before I went to bed.
Ah, was it big?
hmm
Was it bright?
It,
Was
it
it
was.
winking at you?
Nope.
No.
It
I,
actually had. It was so cold here that we get the outer rings when it's cold, like moon
uh-huh.
doggies would be, except for yeah, or sun
Yeah,
doggies, but it's moon doggies. Yep.
yeah. Here, you might like
hmm
this one. You might like this story. This is from the Business Insider. High income Americans rarely mix with poorer people. Restaurants like Applebee's and Olive Garden are the exception.
Huh.
Yeah,
Alrighty
so
then.
if you go to Olive Garden and Applebee's, you may be sitting next to a billionaire. But if you go to like Burger King or I don't know what's Pizza Hut or I don't know what other restaurants are out there, Shoney's or I don't know stuff like that, guarantee you there ain't no rich people there. You just look around you, it's all you poor people.
No, they just have it Ubered to them
You know,
from the other places.
you know. Now, I went to pass by some of them. It's like, oh, they don't even have an Uber. They just call the manager at the store and they send a team out there in a van with the pre-made stuff. You know how Subways does that? You can buy the 12-footer and they'll party pack it for you and stuff. They're probably doing that too. That's probably what they do. Janina just says she's setting up craft table to start making Christmas gifts. You'll be listening. Okay, be careful with a hot gun. It's going to be hot when you plug it in. You don't want to burn those fingers.
Ginger Ninja takes videos.
You know. So let's see. Should I bring it up now? How many people we got in chat? I can't even see.
I know. I don't know.
No, I'll be
It's hard for me to
looking.
switch back and forth. I'm sitting outside. It's cold.
Okay, it says
Go
16.
ahead.
I was waiting for 15. So let me find the one. The first one I'll do is this one being reported by CNBC. 10 iconic American companies owned by Chinese investors. So they're not necessarily the Chinese government, but these investors probably belong to the CCCP or whatever they call it. So, hey. Hey, so I'm scrolling down. Okay, they are attempting to buy the Chicago Stock Exchange right now. While the deal is still pending, it's cleared a notable hurdle in late December, getting a green light from the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. Yeah. So if you have any dealings with Chicago Stock Exchange, you probably don't want to deal with it anymore. And here's what a lot of people don't realize: AMC theaters. I think mostly there's a couple of them out there, but AMC is probably the largest in the U.S. And here's one. This is why I think AB doesn't deal with anything but chicken. Smithfield Foods. You like your boneless ham? Yeah, China bought it for a $7.1 billion deal. Yeah. And if you didn't know about that one, why not? It was completed in 2013 on that one. Here's another one. Legendary Entertainment Group. They're showing a picture of Jurassic World, so they must have done that. They paid 3.5 billion to purchase that movie company. Yeah, they own like more than half of Hollywood anyway. That's why I say down with Hollywood. Screw them. And what kind of stove do you have there, Shift Kicker? What brand?
I don't know. At the moment, I'm outside.
Okay,
I'm
it's one of
having a
those.
I'm
It's
having a
one,
hard wake up morning.
yeah, it's one of those appliances you got to use in the kitchen. You don't use it out of the kitchen. Okay. So China owns GE appliances, things like stoves, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. They've been around for 100 years, but the Chinese, the appliance division was purchased by the Chinese for $5.4 billion, and it was King Dao Haoyi on the China's largest acquisition of an overseas electronics business. Yeah, I don't even know where this one's at. I've heard the name so many times, but Manhattan. Okay, so you like to go to Manhattan and visit New York, because you got to be studly like that, and you think you're rich, and you decide you're going to go to the Waldorf Astoria. Guess what? China owns it. It nearly paid $2 billion for the establishment. Yep. And then not only did they buy the Waldorf, there's another one that Strategic Hotels and Resorts. And they're showing a picture of the Four Seasons in Austin, Texas. So I guess that's one of them that's on there. And they're even saying, yeah, Starwood, the Ritz Carlton, locations California, the Fairmont Scottsdale in Arizona, and Four Seasons Resort in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Now, somebody look all these properties up and the others in the map and see why they're strategically located. I guarantee you, if you look them up, put little pin things on a map, there's a strategic reason for them. I just got that, kind of funny feeling. But that's okay because they're not only going for after hotels and food companies, they're also going for Riot Games, electronic stuff. Yeah, esports stuff. Yeah, they only paid $400 million for it, but I'm really think Riot Games, the biggest one is League of Legends, and I've never even played it, never even seen it. So yeah, here's one I never heard of: Ingram Micro. Uh, this company distributes everything from Apple phones to Cisco network equipment. China bought it for $6 billion. Yeah, and just when you thought, oh crap, now I understand about the iPhones. Yeah, they also bought Motorola Mobility. Gee, can you guess what Motorola Mobility sells? Yeah. So those are the top 10 according to CNBC. Oh, there's others, but that's just what I'm covering on that. Hey, Sean Stryker, you have a good day. Stay blessed. Good morning, Moonlight. Trying to see
Morning,
if I missed
Moonlight.
anybody else. Riptide, morning. B. Mitch. Yeah, shifts had a late night, and I tried to have an early night, and that didn't work out. I woke up several times in the night.
Huh.
Yeah. But I did get all my videos done for the month of November. Now I can do my things are changing in December video, and then start working on my December videos. So yeah. So all right, now let me go back
December
over.
videos. Dun dun dun.
Yep. If you like to watch those, what to celebrate today, the name is changing. The format's going to be sort of the same, but changing the name. And I've realized in order for me to be able to move it somewhere else, I'd need to change the name. So,
Yeah.
because thanks to YouTube, some of my, shorts were considered long videos, and then they finally gave me a chance to have shorts. So, yeah. Okay, let me see if I can find that other one. There was one that had
Yeah.
50 of them.
I do know YouTube was rough for chats late last night.
Yeah,
Everybody's chat was freezing.
yeah. I think that really has to do with the weather, the sun, and yeah. Pay your internet bills, people. Stop going off your freaking. What's that thing they use on the cell phone when they don't have internet at home?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I've
Data.
never used that. So I don't know what it is.
Your Starlink data.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Satellites,
yeah,
towers, whatever you can ping off of when you don't have Wi-Fi.
yeah. On here, did you know that Chinese firms and investors own a controlling majority in nearly 2,400 U.S. companies? Yeah, that's a lot of companies,
It's
and none of them,
ridiculous.
and none of them really shut down during the pandemic. It was just all the mom and pop shops. Makes you wonder, huh?
Yep.
And like Smithfield's was founded in Smithfield, Virginia, in 1936, and now the the Hong Kong-based company. And yes, Hong Kong is controlled by China, so that's why China owns it. And this is just listing names.
Yeah, and like most of us, we don't know. So people don't seem to care because they don't know.
As long as it's cheaper for me, yeah, well, you don't know what's in the products they're selling you. What the hell? No.
Uh-oh.
I'm hitting this thing to quiet it and it won't quiet. Close. Well, so much for close the freaking whole thing. Yep. Longboarding mom, when you get the long videos, yep. That's why I got external drives. I should label my external drives because, I don't. So I got to plug one in, think I'm going to say it's like, oh, wrong one. I got to go another and plug that one in.
Yeah, see,
So,
a lot of us are like longboarding mom, Ginger Ninja. We two, us three for sure. I know use our phones to do that. So what I did is I have my old phone, and I just go on Wi-Fi, use that to videotape, go on Wi-Fi on it, send it to my YouTube. So it's not going on my phone I use daily. Yep. So if you have an old phone that still works, that connects, try that. Sure saves on space on the phone you use to call and that kind of thing. Yep, yep. Uh-oh. Did I lose him?
it lose who?
Oh, oh, you.
No.
No. But that's how I do my shorts, and that is on an old phone.
Yep.
And then I just
Oh,
upload
here's
it from
one.
there.
Here's one. This is
Yeah.
a report that came out in on June this year. China owns 380,000 acres of land in the U.S. I'm trying to see the locations because I could have sworn they had them listed on here. Yes, I know it's Giving Tuesday. No, I don't want to donate. I've already donated to. I'm donating to. Now, did you know that Smithfield's? Hold on. Is the United States' largest pork processor? Yeah.
Yep.
Some people didn't know that.
That
Let's
one I
look
did
about.
know. The only reason why I figured that one out is because every time I would go to buy ham, there was could hardly find any other brand than Smithfield.
uh, And if you don't know how much 380,000 acres is, it's a little less than the state of Rhode Island. Just saying. Let's see. Canada is the number one. They own 12.8 million acres in the U.S. Netherlands owns 4 million acres in the U.S. Italy owns 2.7 million acres. United Kingdom owns 2.5 million acres. And Germany owns 2.3 million acres in the U.S. Going
That's
through this, and China's like listed as number 18. They don't own as much as I told you how much they own already. But
that's crazy, Ginger Ninja. Did you read what she has in there?
nope, because I'm on an article.
It says, beginning of this year, they tried to buy 1,500 acres in my county for a monkey lab, and DeSantis stopped it.
And who is this? I'm trying to find
Ginger,
them.
or Moonlight Gypsy said. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's craziness.
Yeah, they'll be surprised they don't open up a crocodile lab there instead of using monkeys. They'll just shoot some crocodiles. Then they'll release them. They get away. They're like, hey, that wasn't one of ours. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say on that part. Okay, what country do you think owns the most property around the world?
Not sure.
Anybody? Anybody in chat thinks they know? Don't Google it, 'cause I know you Google it, because this is a fact that I had to look seriously into.
I have no clue, Trust. How about what is it?
The country that owns the most isn't even a country; it's a family. It's not the Rothschilds. It's not this or that. It's actually the royal family. You have to think about it.
Dang.
Yeah, the royal family owns more acres throughout the whole world than any other freaking country in the world. No, no, not Africa, not BlackRock. Nope. Now, here's the sad part. Where did the royal family get their money? It's an allowance that the British people give the royal family because supposedly they're special. Yeah,
But you also have to remember how many countries do, do they rule? Australia, New Zealand, you know what I'm saying? You know, Samoa. I mean, there's an amazing number of countries where they rule, where they're even their dollars, et cetera, have the queen or the king on them. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you look on the list, Junior Ninja, the Gates, yeah, they're nowhere close. I think Mr. Amazon himself has a better chance if he decided to get into the game. He's got more assets. And since the Gates are retired, yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
And there's a cool little map. What? Oh, the NPR.org. Like November Papa Romeo.org is a website to look up the Chinese owned farmland. They got a map. And then they show the U.S. map at all the places where everything is owned by China. And they blocked it off. It's a pretty good, interesting one. It won't show up on the camera. I tried sharing it already. On the preview, it didn't show nothing. And you know who investigates the tracking of all these foreign purchases?
Who trusts?
The USDA tracks foreign purchases, but they don't investigate them. So they just got to report, China wants to buy, Burger King. And USDA is like, oh, okay. They don't see why. Mm.
Don't understand.
Oh, stop. I'm getting more weather notifications. Ugh.
Weather notifications.
Oh, they finally set my wake up weather. Don't they know I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Frickin' slackers with the news services. Come on now. Man, I'm on my second cup of coffee normally by the time they decide to get out of bed and take a shower. Come on. I'm having to go through all these because I thought I saved them and I didn't. I got another article I saved, but I'll have to go look at it. This is called China's Corporate Spending Spree. Yeah, they're buying everything up. They own all the big corporations, and our money drops. They're already in position to make us have to use the yen, the yuan, or whatever they use. I think it's the yen. No, 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 don't do it. Well, this one really sucked on the report. I bet it's a video too. Oh yeah, here's one. Volvo. Did you know they own Volvo? Let's see what else. The Harvey Nichols Hotel chain. This one's in London, but I think they got some in the U.S. So they bought that for $101.9 million. Oh, here's one. Dirt Devil. Yeah, so you like the brand Dirt Devil? China's bought it. That's got to go downhill. And if you didn't hear about this one, Hoover, USA. They didn't buy the division worldwide. They just bought the one in the USA. Makes you wonder. No wonder Hoover's been dropping because they ain't freaking making the parts correctly. Yeah, for all of y'all that like the Rover, they purchased the MG Rover. Yeah. Here's one you should be concerned about is the Rio Tinto. What's that trust? This is an Australian mining company. Yeah, they're still
Huh.
buying mining companies everywhere. And I've never
By the
heard of
way,
this.
my
Go ahead.
my 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 stove is a Frigidaire.
Uh oh. You better learn how to speak Chinese.
I'm,
It's
no,
pretty easy. You can
no,
do a
no, no,
translator
no,
on
some
Google.
done.
You just need to know is get a bat. You hit it when it stops working, and know how to say "you suck." It's in Chinese.
You just
They'll
say, you
understand.
son done. Bye.
Yeah. You suck, fortune cookie.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see. They also bought Kent and Kerwin. I guess that's a clothing manufacturer. I don't know. I never shopped there. I never seen one. Oh, they also bought OZ Minerals from South Australia that focuses on copper. So they're buying everything up. Yeah. There's Volvo again. Ooh, they bought Club Med. So all y'all that like to take your vacations and go to the Club Med places, yeah, they're owned by Chinese now.
Dang.
An Italian fashion designer, Cerruti. Yeah, never heard of them, but they're prestigious. Uh-oh.
Holy crap. And
They
that's
also,
just it, Ginger Ninja. I'm seeing that more and more and more with
what?
companies. She said that a local fire department had 80% of their force walk out because the county was making them reapply after years of service. Because what would happen is that way they'd have to start their benefits from scratch.
Yeah, I don't think so. They
Uh
better
huh.
start. They better get a lawyer that's familiar with grandfather acts. So I
Right,
guarantee that state or county will freaking find out that all those employees are grandfathered in.
right. But I am hearing more and more people who have worked for the same company, for like 15, 20 years who are finally, fully vested. They're finding reasons to fire them or
Yeah.
whatever, which makes it so that they can't get their bennies that they
Yeah.
worked all their lives for. It's
Mhm.
really ridiculous. Yep. I mean, even with the pandemic, see, I was smart and did what I did when I did it because I wasn't gonna take you know, the Jewy juice
Yeah.
just keep my job. So I had 2 weeks to either get it or they were going to start paperwork, blah, blah, blah. Well, I went in and filed all my retirement documents and they couldn't do anything about it. So, yep, they had to let me legally retire.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that and this stuff, I'll stop this for a minute and come back to it when need be. Did you hear about the army?
No, what
Yeah,
about the
all
army?
all those individuals that they freaking kicked out because they wouldn't get the juicy juice. They're
Yep,
trying to get them to come back in. Now, this is after they kicked him out and gave him dishonorable discharge, no matter how many years of service they served. Now they're asking him to come back. No
yeah,
bennies, no apologies, no fixing the records, no nothing.
that's crap.
Yeah. And they're thinking
I
that's
mean, I
going to be the
know,
way to get people back in. It's like, no. I mean, you give a
uh-uh,
new recruit $30,000 to $60,000 just to sign up, but the people with the experience, you're not going to give them nothing. You're just going to say, "Oh, we're sorry, we made a mistake. Will you come back?" Yeah, kiss
right.
my ass.
But you also have to remember when that was happening, how many thousands of nurses walked? A lot. A lot of us walked. I mean, there was, you know, two big hospitals in Chicago that had to fly nurses from around the United States and because of all the nurses that just walked off the job.
Yep, Junior Ninja, exactly. They won't pay them no back pay. They won't fix their records or nothing. They just want them to come back. I'm like, nope. That's why if they do initiate a draft and they call us old retirees back, if we're still in the inactive reserve part, because I think you got like 20 years, 15 years, something like that after you retire. And these are just the retiree ones. They can order you back. I guarantee that could be fought legally. Now I've
Oh,
got like
hell yeah. I hope
hell
so.
no, because hello, I was one of the volunteer force. No, and since my medical, you're supposed to take care of it, and you failed, and you breached the contract. Well, I'm breaching my contract that you see as a contract because being volunteer, you can't call me back after I'm retired. That's an option on my part, and they're gonna realize that really hard. That's why the draft. Y'all have fun. And that's why I tell all the vets, don't buy into this bullshit. Make the new people go in, and their families have never served, make their families go serve, even if they don't like it. And you know why? Because you want to keep the experience on the ground. If shit goes all crazy, are you going to want people that have never handled a weapon or know any tactics or anything protecting the neighborhood? You want people that frickin' served, that didn't get called back in, protecting the neighborhood. That's worst case scenario type thing. I'm just saying. But I think,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not going to say, well, I've been deer hunting my whole life. That doesn't give you no experience of shooting a person. All those
No,
gangbangers, the same
absolutely
thing.
not.
You look at the gangbangers, they got to do drive-bys. They got to cover their faces. Yeah, think about it.
Yeah, no. Hunting is one thing. Being a
Yeah.
soldier is another,
Yeah.
for
You're
sure.
moving, the
And I
target's moving, and you need to know how to freaking calculate and shoot at the same time. So think about it. Most hunters can't
and I
do that.
am
Most hunters don't move.
and I am going to tell you something though. A good friend of my son who was in, you know, Saudi and all of that desert, he literally had to do just that. He has a hard time hunting because, yeah, it doesn't, it's just shoot to kill. It's not
Yeah.
precise shots. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of the time. So, yeah, they are two different things. He will tell you they are two different things.
Yeah.
And I would have never guessed that until I had, sat at the table with him and we were all talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
RLB, hello, hello, honey.
Oh, here's one. If y'all like soccer and y'all really like to root for the Italian football team, well, China owns them. So anytime you're yelling and watching them and rooting for the Italian soccer team, China owns them. You're rooting for China. Shame on you. Yeah.
Dang.
Ooh, the company Tommy TP. They hold those little baby or toddler freaking drink cups with the
Mm-hmm.
nipples and the things. Yep. China bought them too.
Tommy, Tommy Tippy,
Yep.
Tippy Cups.
Yep. So, and you know how China does it. They're going to use, you know, their plastics have been recalled so many times. And what's the product? Freaking the Tommy Tippies. Yep, exactly. Hey, RLB.
Well, RLB, at least it was dead. It wasn't alive.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yep. It could have been laying there, squeaking.
Oh, no, no, no. Come on, trust. No. See, I do have, that is one critter I have an issue with, mice. No, thank you.
You know, but it's fresh. You gonna have breakfast barbecue tacos? We can guess the mystery meat at this point.
Oh, geez.
Everybody's
Uh,
invited to RLB's for breakfast tacos. Guess who's not going to be there? This guy.
that's when I would take my dustpan, sweep it in, and dump it in a bag.
Yeah.
Yep. Here you go. Ew, in.
Nah, you try to send me that. Oh, you don't realize what I'll send you, RLB. Hey, Keto. Good morning.
Good
How's your
morning,
temperature?
Jess.
You cold yet? Is it cold enough for your chickens to stop making eggs? I know she's got the little heating lamps and stuff in there, so she's probably having a problem trying to get the chickens out during the day when it's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, they're done. Ooh. About the little chickadees. Yeah, it's having problems trying to get them in the evenings. And they finally started realizing it's warmer inside. Let's just go in. Oh, you just woke up. Yeah. You just woke up and did want to get out of bed. Well, you're the first one to want to get out of bed. I don't think anybody else here
No,
will want
she
to get
said she didn't want to get out of bed.
Oh, okay. Well, say, oh, you know how the thing has 100%, the
Yep.
emojis, the heart, and all that. That's covering up the NT, so I didn't see that part.
Yeah, you can get rid of that heart emoji, but you have to do it at the beginning of every stream to get rid of it.
Oh, great.
I know. Well, at least you can do it. I figured that out for
Oh my,
somebody else.
oh my God! You forgot to remind me.
What?
Okay, now I got to find it. Hold on, I got to open up another YouTube channel so I can get his link so I can pin it up there.
Oh, for whiskers?
Yep.
Okay, hang on. I think I still
No,
have it. There it
man,
is.
that's just.
I
Oh,
still
okay.
had it. Yeah, I still had it in my clipboard. There's
Oh,
certain
okay.
things I keep in my clipboard. Yep, until I'm done with them.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Just ask sometimes. You got to remember that's people wonder how I grab all these links super fast.
Yep.
When I know certain links are going to be wanted to be dropped, I throw them in my clipboard on my phone and I just hit them. And
Yep. And if
yep,
you weren't here yesterday to hear the whole story, I've volunteered to support this channel because this is an amazing older gentleman. I only say older, not a
it's music
disrespect to
with
his age.
Ron.
He's older than me, maybe
Yep,
by a couple of years, but he has amazing talent. He's a singer. He used to be in a band. He's doing videos, on his free time on YouTube. And he sounds very awesome. So
yep,
yesterday, we went from, I think, 26. I think we went over 30 yesterday, I think.
yep.
So go listen to him if you like
Yeah,
him. Give him a thumbs up. He's only got
thumbs
60
up.
videos right now, but it'd be nice I get him at least up to 50 subscribers.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be trying to pin him all week long with the help of Chef because I don't know the
yeah.
clipboard
It's
thing.
called Music by Ron, is what his um, YouTube name is.
Yep, because his
That's
first name's Ron or Ronald. I never asked.
yep,
I just know his
yeah.
first name.
He's
They called him
a
Ron.
very good guy. Yep,
Yep. And the closest I can compare him to, he'll sing and perform some music, sort of like how Ark Wildman does when he does his campfire songs. So that type of music. But he's also playing the guitar and sometimes on stage, sometimes in the living room, sometimes other places. So if you're washing dishes and need to listen to something, give him a chance. Run a couple of his videos and see if you like it or not.
yeah,
Oh, Ginny Ninja, yeah. Those glue traps work, but if it doesn't get them to the point, yeah. They will chew their legs off. But
What?
thank you for putting that up there also there, Shift. I appreciate it.
Sure. You know me.
Yeah.
Someone called me the link master a couple days ago
Oh.
because I was on my phone and I knew which links they were gonna need, so I just
Hmm.
kept going doot doot doot.
Okay, see, now they're getting their stuff the right way. Before it was 41 degrees, now it's 37. And I'm not even going to tell you what the wind chill is. But we're supposed to be up to 70 degrees on Thursday, and we're expecting rain.
Huh? I know we're supposed to get snow on Sunday here, so or yeah, I'm showing 9 degrees now that the sun's up.
I got to read this one later. It's on parentportfolio.com. 12 things poor kids would understand, but rich kids wouldn't. Now, those rich kids, what do you mean I got to work? Get the butler to do it.
Uh-huh. No, they have reading apps that read to them.
Yeah.
You know, if they take the time to listen.
Ooh, and Daily Mail's coming out with this, and I'm just reporting what the Daily Mail put out there. YouTube. There's not no conspiracy on all that, but the White House official has said it's plausible that China whack-a-mole the COVID researcher. If you get my drift on what whack-a-mole was.
Yep.
Oh my God, really? Are they trying to change history yet again?
What they doing now, Trust?
They got warhistoryonline.com. Why did Japan attack Pearl Harbor? Yeah.
That's craziness.
I still can't believe that there's people out there that still try to say that the Holocaust didn't happen.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially when my great granny survived it. So, yeah,
Well,
she had the tattoo on her arm. So I know
yeah. And that's why
something that.
and that's one of the big reasons I don't knock anybody that gets tattoos, but that's one of my personal reasons. Besides my belief in God and not to mark your body, I got enough scars from the things I've done in this life. But hey, Jesus had scars too, so think about it. I
Yep.
don't remember reading once he got a tattoo. But hey, that's your decision on that, but that's another reason. The human form reason is people suffered and had to be tattooed with numbers. Why am I going to tell a story of my body? You know, and I'll put that partially to the tattoo artist. And if you're one, don't get offended, but y'all are trying to change history of the Holocaust. It did happen. Many freaking military people died to free those people. If you don't believe it, then your next trip, stop going to the beaches that are owned by China and freaking go to a country that's got all the grave sites for all the countries that have all their soldiers that died to free the Jews during the Holocaust. Think about it. Here's one that you'll probably like. It's from sport.com. Their headline is, "What is imitation crab?"
Okay.
And they got a picture of little slices of crab. But you know those
Uh,
peppermint mints that are circled with the
yep.
white and red
Yep.
stripe? The picture of the user for imitation crab looks like those peppermint mints.
Oh man.
I'm like, really? You couldn't go to the store and get some imitation crab? You're actually using peppermint mints? That's the first thing I thought of, but it's yeah, supposedly it's actual imitation crab because that kind of looks like it too. So
Well, you know.
now here's one thing: you know you're old when you're losing your appetite for certain restaurants like Cracker Barrel. This is according to MoneyWise.com.
No, it's that when you lose your appetite for a certain restaurant, it's because the food is not the same.
Yeah,
Period. Quality, et cetera, is not the same.
yeah. And here's what for everybody, but I'm pretty sure the silver community will like it a whole lot better. Do you use PayPal or Venmo? The IRS is giving you a break. You know, they had rolled to do you had to report anything over $600 purchase or
Right.
sale.
Mm-hmm.
They moved back to 2025.
Nice.
So they
I
got
know
another
cash.
year that you don't have to report it. But then 2025, you're going to have to report it. Yeah.
I know Cash App sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, all the fees and all of that on top of everything too.
Yeah. I was been looking in those. I'm like, so I got to read Venmo.
Ven
That,
Venmo is probably the best one out there, and Zelle.
yeah. I think I got both those on my phone. When I got my phone, I think they were on there, but I never signed up on them. I just got to read about them first.
Yep.
Uh,
Got to check them fees.
yeah, and I think this is fake news, but the street.com is reporting Black Friday hits record sales.
Huh.
But yeah, let's say Black Friday hit record sales.
Well, I can tell you this much. My husband and son were out during Black Friday because they were looking at washers and dryers and stuff for my son's house.
Hmm.
And the places that they went weren't as busy as they expected them to be. So I'm not sure how that worked. I mean, even our big Walmart was not as busy. There
Yeah,
weren't huge lines at the cash register or anything like they used to be back in the day.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Unless people are they're including online sales.
yeah,
Hey, great minds think alike, Lady D.
yeah. And then you're
And
just
he
like,
did
what
get a
freeze
pretty
on
good
Cash
deal.
App? I never had freezer issues. I don't know. And I never used any of them. I mean, I finally used Amazon for like 5 purchases this past year while everybody was going crazy on Amazon. That was the actual first year I've actually used them. So I'm not, yeah, sometimes I'm looking for specific stuff and if the price ain't right, I ain't getting it. And of course, the first
Right.
thing I look at is it made in China? Because I don't trust it. I
Yeah,
don't
see,
want
I
to get.
can't get any of those apps right now. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but March 12th, it'll be a year since I had my identity stolen. And it took months just to get my social security number fixed and yeah, a bunch of stuff. And I'm still thinking that it happened through the hospital records for my
Mm-hmm.
job. Yep. Can't prove it, but yeah. I still get notifications that an old credit card's being used in Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai. I love that one. That was like, really? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you want to hear a liberal slash democratic agenda, and they're trying to blame anything and everything except themselves. There's a story that mass people are leaving Texas, especially native-born Texans are leaving because too many illegals and too many Californians have moved here, which is bullshit. If you're born and raised in Texas, and it's got to take a lot to have you move out of Texas, for one. Freaking couple of liberal Californians or freaking illegals ain't gonna freaking scare us off our freaking land. We're born here. But the whole report says we're leaving in masses. And that's because banks are failing and they're closing a lot of banks in Texas. And it's all Texas's fault with our conservative laws. And they're basically trying to blame the governor. And I know everybody doesn't like the governor, but who has a perfect governor? Hey, Rubbernecker, good morning.
Good
But
morning, Robert Necker.
for them to go as far as saying because the banks are closing, blaming it on Texas and the governor, and that's why everybody is leaving, I don't think so.
Good morning,
Banks have
Kiki
been,
Kat.
we've been warned about banks closing and failing and all this other stuff way before this, but they're trying to twist and use the reason of states, and they're attacking Texas because we stand our ground on a lot of shit. We don't put up
Mm-hmm.
with their freaking liberal ways. And they don't like it. So they're going to keep chipping away, trying to freaking get people to realize it. Don't fall for the stupidity. Read the whole freaking article. If you know about the banks failing everywhere, it's not Texas's fault. Hell, next week they're going to say it's Texas' fault for freaking climate change. Oh, they tried everything else on us. And then the next story after that was, oh, there was like 300 women that couldn't get an abortion in Texas. And they feel violated. But yet, it got voted. Abortions are illegal in Texas. And now they're trying to sue. You know?
Uh-huh.
I really think they need to have a stupidity law and pass that one. Let's see how fast these people don't move out. Like I said, if you want an abortion, move to a state that freaking gives you abortions. We don't want them here. Just
Exactly.
because you want to whine it and whine and whine. Well, you know what? Stop being a hoe. Bottom freaking line. And
Exactly.
I'm not gonna add anything on. You see, it's black or white. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Well, what if you get attacked? What about this? What about no? None of that. Abortion. You're killing babies.
Uh-huh.
Stop being a hoe, and you won't have to freaking get rid of a baby. If you're not adult enough to raise a kid, then you shouldn't be adult enough to have sex. Bottom line. And I cut all the
And
freaking frosting off.
I can guarantee you this, that if one of these women who think they're entitled to that, actually watched one,
Yeah.
watched it happen, they would never, ever do it.
Yeah.
If they had to actually observe firsthand, up close and personal, like, they would never, ever do it
Yeah.
unless they are that vile. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I still believe, yeah, it's your body, it's your choice. You shouldn't get attacked. We should be stricter on freaking this, the people they let out the freaking rape people, harm kids, and all this other stuff. But that's the freaking judges y'all are voting in, the liberal Democratic judges. I don't vote for them. Sorry.
Yeah, Ginger Ninja. That's another good way. Yep, they should have to watch that before making their choice. Yep, the silent scream.
Yep.
If you have not, that's a hard video to watch, though, Ginger Ninja. I'm going to be honest with you. My opinion.
Well, I personally think they need to have a sex education as a senior in high school. You separate
Mm-hmm.
the boys to the girls, and you have them both watch the same video. That will probably change some people's minds. And the reason I only say
Yep.
seniors because they're closer to being 18, if they're not already 18. and we don't have to really get the freaking parents so much involved. That, oh yeah, my 16-year-old that's been on the pill for 3 years watched this ugly video. Well, kudos to you that you put them on birth certificate, but your daughter's still a freaking hoe.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Have a good day, Jess.
Bye, Jess. Enjoy. So, some of these kids need to go work on a farm as an intern. And let them slaughter a pig or a freaking cow or a freaking chicken. See what reality is. That'll get them to start thinking, well, what about a baby? Yeah.
Right? I agree with that part.
If you really think that video games are the thing that's causing these kids to do all this violence, now how many kids that grew up on a farm or a ranch have you heard they've gone to public schools and started shooting everybody up? Think about it.
Yep.
You know,
But I agree, RLB. They have seriously desensitized our children to a lot of stuff.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And not only should they watch an abortion, but they should also watch a birth. I mean, I'm going to take that to both sides because, yeah, to watch life actually emerge and happen is amazing.
Yeah.
So if they're before they're ever allowed to,
Yeah.
it's just my opinion. I've thought it for probably 20-25 years that they
Yeah.
need to see both.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I do know one young gal that came in to have just that done, and another lady came through the door who actually we had to set her down because her baby was coming right then and there. And this young gal saw this baby being born, and after that, she turned around and walked out. So, yep, can change minds pretty quick.
Well, if you think a tree can feel the pain, think about it when you mow the yard. Grass can feel pain. It's got roots just like a tree. Can you hear the weeds when you're freaking weed eating them? The grass screaming in agony when you're giving it a haircut. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
think about it. Where does it stop? There's only two sexes, male and female. Don't believe me? You may need to go back to school. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Have you noticed most of the freaking protests, riots, and everything that we're having are all in liberal colleges?
Yep.
So, first and foremost, since Mr. Potato Head, you know, he needs to freaking cease to desist and send all foreign students back to their country. Say, nope, you're done. As of Friday, you will be out of the country if you're here on a freaking student visa. If you're going to act this way in our country, get out. F out. Enough said. And just end it.
Hey,
Exactly,
Lewis.
ROB.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lewis. You warmer today? Sorry. I know he's freezing his cojones off.
Uh-huh. Them darn cojones I don't have anymore. They already froze off.
You know. But, yeah. So, and
Yep.
of course, they were talking about the hooty hoots and the unisex nation that meets in New York to freaking make decisions to try to tell us Western people what to do. You know, the stuff that's going on in the pandemic that is now going on in China with the RSV and how to stop it. And a certain person in the White House tried talking about it. It's like, well, if you don't want it here, stop letting people fly on airplanes from another country. See how quick that
Exactly.
slows it down. They act like you need a freaking three PhDs and understand that if you shut the airlines down, it doesn't travel as fast. You stop going to places that are sick. I mean, we do it for going to countries that might put you in danger for terrorists, drug lords, and all that. Why aren't they doing that for these countries that are going to get you sick and you're going to bring you back and you're going to kill people? And that's
It's
that's
not.
why I'm anti going any out of the country for anything. You got 48 states in the U.S.
It's
I'm not
not even
worried.
that trust. They're flying these illegals all over the United States. They're
You know,
putting them everywhere. Where do you think all this new stuff is coming from?
you
They're not
know,
being. Their medical records aren't available.
you know,
They don't know what they've come in contact with.
but you know, it all started with China again, right? So you could stop them at the borders, and they did it right. Close the borders completely. The people who are in, hey, guess what? You're leaving.
Yeah. Well, I know you can't get into Canada without a passport.
Sure, you can.
How? Unless you're
You just,
driven
you
in
just,
because you're an
you just
illegal.
gotta have a, you just gotta have a faster car like the one Evil Knievel had when he tried jumping over the Grand Canyon with a parachute. You know, we already know that there's a spot in the New York Canadian border that's got a ramp that you can, take off. And instead of going 100 miles an hour, you probably have to go 110 miles an hour. Yeah, I'll make it fun because there's more than what they're covering up in that story that was going on. I really don't buy that. Oh, yeah, this happened, this happened. He took that turn at 100 miles an hour and was able to frickin' straighten it out and then go airborne before hitting that frickin' building. I'm sorry, there's more than that. If the pedal was stuck, that's one thing. You wouldn't frickin' go on a ramp. No. If he was having a heart attack, yeah. The pastor, all they had to do was frickin' take the frickin' foot off the frickin' pedal. It would have slowed down. But they were speeding up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did they plant something with a timer and they're trying to get out of Dodge? Hmm.
Hmm.
They said they lived in a certain part of New York or somewhere. I don't even know where they said anymore. It's old news, but yeah. Were they originally Americans or did they come from another country? Were they permanent residents? Were they immigrants? Notice they don't put any of the supporting information in there.
Nope.
They try to cover it all up. Why? You know. Yep, Ginger Ninja, I agree with you. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Cows and pigs have been living in bad conditions forever and a day. Speaking of animals, yeah, I rewatched the California lab thing, and I didn't catch some stuff that came out because they didn't report it the first time. But did you know the supposedly, according to the report, the FBI got notified, and then they didn't ever send anybody out to that lab.
What?
Yeah, supposedly the lady went for an inspection or something, saw one of those water hoses sticking out one of the doors from the commercial building where the
Uh-huh.
lab was at. So she notified the FBI that something suspicious because there was dead rats and live rats and animals and all this stuff marked in there. And the way they reported, the FBI got notified, and less than a week later, they closed the case saying there wasn't suspicious stuff showing anything. But it also goes to prove that the FBI didn't even go out there. They didn't send an agent from the local area in California to go investigate. They just looked at records, like shipping records. Come on, if you're shipping stuff illegally, you're not going to put it down on pieces of paper so they can investigate and find out. It took the lady contacting the CDC and somebody else, and they sent people out there. And when they found the stuff, I think it was the USDA and the CDC. I may be wrong on the USDA one, so don't quote me. Do your own research on it. But that's even covered up because, the local county officials were even volunteered to request to have the dead rats and the chemicals that were labeled Ebola tested. And that, by law, they have 90 days to test this stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they just collected everything and burned it. The CDC and the other agency denied allowing the county to pay for just test it. They just incinerated everything. Tell me that doesn't freaking sound suspicious.
Right. And like Ginger Ninja says, think about all the abandoned warehouses across America that could possibly be happening well, no one knows.
Oh, like all the empty Walmart stores? Hey, I'm just using that example. We have a Walmart that's been closed for like 15 years here, and it's the building's still sitting there. Every once in a while, there's vehicles there, but not a lot of business or anything. So you don't know what's going on. There's an apartment complex just across the small field from there. So, hey, person walks in the middle of the night when nobody's watching, goes in there, does his stuff, and comes back. Yeah, Gin and Ninja, we already covered that part. Sorry, I covered all the places the Big Red has bought, and how I didn't cover the part about the military bases, but most of that's been shut down as far as military bases. No, they wouldn't have underground tunnels. Ginger Ninja, come on now. Hey, TJ Cats. Good morning, Chicken Noodle. But,
Morning, chicken noodle.
yeah, I haven't done my letter stream yet. One of these days this week, I'll try to do my letter stream. I've just been too busy trying to get everything done for the end of the month. Man, can you believe the new month's going to start on Friday?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Now, okay. Hold on, I got to go to my YouTube thing. My channel. I won't be on YouTube for a minute. Just be on StreamYard. Because I don't remember if it's today or tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow's. And I'm going to clarify and say this yet again for the ones who weren't here before on a different stream when I talked about it. But, hold on. I'm going to hit play. Make sure my volume's off. Okay. My channel of what to celebrate, besides it changing on 1 December to a different name, I'll do a video what it's going to be called right before it happens. Today we are celebrating the National Day of Giving. We are celebrating Red Planet Day and National French Toast Day. But so it must be tomorrow's. So let me go to that one. So tomorrow's going to have something controversy on it, and I'm just going to mention it here. But there's a lot more than just that one showing tomorrow, but I'm trying to get it to come up. It's a long name, so. And I think this is why they've been trying to delay and move back the timing. Yep, there it is. Okay. You notice how the prisoner exchange in Israel and Gaza has been going, and it's got extended.
Yeah.
It's because the unisex nation leaders have declared tomorrow, the 29th of November, International Day of Solidarity with the Palestine people. Tell me that's not bias.
Very.
But I reported on what to celebrate. Y'all know how I feel about it. They're the ones that voted Hamas to be their leaders, and they follow what they say. And, like Russia attacked Ukraine. Well, the Hamas, along with the Palestinians, attacked Israel. And Israel's doing what it needs to do to frickin' protect itself. And you don't see about the peace talks in frickin' Ukraine now, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter, because Putin's just going to keep bombing the crap out of them like Ukraine started it. People, they're trying to confuse everybody with all this stuff. You got to remember, you're going to pick on the big dog is going to stomp your ass eventually. Now, I'm not saying Ukraine is the big dog, but they got a lot of big dog players on their side versus Russia. And I hate to say it, Putin really jacked himself up and trying to throw the threat in there about this or that ain't going to help. His own people are going to take him out. And we know there's only one way it's going to end for Israel. Yep, exactly. Jesus is going to come. He's going to put the smack down, and then all of God's children are going to be celebrating in the new Israel. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So is written, so shall happen. Everything
Amen.
before that, hey, I guess you got to read the book to figure it out. But, Palestinians ain't a country. None of the Muslim countries will let them in, even though they're Muslims. And none of the Muslim countries will explain why they don't want them. They're really supporting the people. They're just using the Palestinians, and the Palestinians are too stupid to freaking realize. Yeah, I called you stupid. That's my opinion. You're being used. Maybe you'll learn next time. Freaking take the moss out of your old freaking thing. You had a chance to live in the freaking area that Israel gave you, that belongs to Israel, not the UN, not the world. It's not a two-state solution. They won't be. They never will be. That's Israel's property. They tried saying, you live here and don't attack us to live in peace. We'll leave you alone. But they've been constantly attacking Israel for all these years. So think about it. It's time for Israel to freaking just show their backbone. So people are going to die. What about all those concert goers that are celebrating their religious holiday and they got freaking slaughtered by Hamas that were supported by the Palestinians? And don't freaking try to say it and freaking show videos like, oh, I didn't vote for him. Bullshit. You could have left before they closed the borders. You could have left when Israel told you get that out. That is not your country to live in. You get warned when you start something, you leave or you die. Bottom frickin' line. You may not agree with it, but that's the reality of war in this world. First and foremost, you got to always remember Israel didn't start it, and they've been getting frickin' attacked for hundreds of years now.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a bleeding heart for any Muslim.
Nope.
Sorry, and that's not being racist. Is that I know their agenda. I've had to work with them. You don't know how much it frickin' took not to frickin' pull my revolver out and put a bullet somewhere.
So, my dear Trust, what's your game plan for today?
I'm gonna be busy once it warms up. Running around everywhere around town. I got to pick up water.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to drop off some of my scrap to make more room in the garage. Hey, Larry, nice that you're present. Good to see
Larry.
you. And yeah,
Well, I
still
just
haven't
got a
figured.
message. I get to do a video call with for my mother-in-law today. She's they
Yay!
sched well, they scheduled her to have she has to have a bladder surgery done. It's invasive and in and out, but yeah, we have to do that today.
Okay, they're gonna do that today, and then the next surgery
No,
tomorrow.
yeah, we're gonna do this video call today and then surgery scheduled for tomorrow morning. Yay.
Okay. Oh, so the bladder
Uh-huh.
one is for tomorrow. That's when that was scheduled.
Yep.
I thought it was a different surgery they're doing tomorrow, and they just added
No,
another. I'm like, what the heck?
no, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, uh-huh. Tons of fun.
yeah. So I'm glad you're going to be able to at least do a video call.
Yeah,
That's always fun.
I have what? It's coming in at 9:15. My hubby just reminded me.
Yeah. Oh, not a problem. We have like 12 minutes left. So,
Mm-hmm. That's what I told him. I said, "Don't worry, I'll be ready."
yeah.
I mean, he could do it without me, but yeah, doesn't want to.
No, that's understandable. You should be there too. That way the mommy in law knows, yeah, you do really care.
Yeah,
And good support for your hubby.
that's the reason right there. Not
Yeah.
only that, at least I can I can kind of explain it because they never use layman's terms. These surgeons, nope.
Yeah. You too, AB. You enjoy your gay day, and hopefully you're able to deliver those pallets of Skittles where they need to go.
Yeah, and don't forget it's Taco Tuesday on Tin TV.
Yeah.
Taco Trucker Tuesday, should I say? AB.
Yeah, we'll see these shows. He'll be in a Skittles comatose. He won't wake
Hi,
up.
Mr. Boswell.
Hey, Mr. Boswell, good morning. It was nice to see him on Craig's last night. He still looked a little bit out of it, but he he looked well. But
He's a busy boy right now,
no, I
on
know
his
that's
tree
why
farm.
he looked a little out of it because he's busy.
His busy time of year.
Yeah.
But after my meeting, and then I have some rotation of food. It's rotating day. Yep. I want to make sure everything is getting used in a
Yeah.
timely fashion.
Yeah. And in case y'all didn't know, Ship Kickers got 4 loaves of bread.
No, there's only two and a half left.
What? Yeah, yeah. What
I
an hour.
brought, no, I brought one down to my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
brought
she
them all
had
over.
4 loaves of bread that she made yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. And
So,
one pretty much got eaten during with our turkey soup. So, yep.
yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I had an Italian dinner last night. I mean, spaghetti. Everything was
Yeah,
ready, the exception of my spaghetti sauce. It took forever. I felt like
yeah.
the I felt like what's his name on The Godfather making the spaghetti in the big old pot last night. That stuff kept bubbling over and dropping on the oven. I still got to clean the oven this morning while the spaghetti sauce is spilled out. But I got a mess load. Now I got to figure out how to jar it and preserve it without having to water base it, which probably won't work. I'll just probably put it in jars in the fridge and try to use it before the weekend's up.
Well, the spaghetti sauce you can freeze. You
Yeah,
do know that, right? You can freeze it.
but it can't be in a mason jar though. When
No,
that, what is that? Crack the mason jar?
right. But I use like my vac seal.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I I freeze it that way.
Oh,
That way
okay.
it
I
gets
didn't
all,
think
and
about that.
you don't get all the ice crystals and stuff in it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And just date it. Yep.
Yeah, true. I could do that too. I still got room in the other freezer, so I'm really enjoying my stand-up freezer I bought beginning of the year. So
Much
one
easier to
thing
get
is I
in.
keep it so cold, I got to defrost it once every 6 months. So
Really, B Mitch. See, I was always worried that they would crack and break. She said she freezes in her mason jars.
so yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it. It's just like glass. No.
Yeah. Yep. I've never tried it. I'm going to be honest with you. Not tried it.
I value my mason jars.
You and me both.
Yeah. Hell, I still got 2 cases I haven't opened up. So, and eventually I'll go buy more because 2 is only 1. So, so they say.
Uh-huh. Right?
Yeah, but I don't know. What else do you do
Don't.
besides a video call and food?
I'm not sure. I have uh, Silver Paws I'm going to go on to in the afternoon and go chill with those guys. Yep. And later tonight, there's a couple different streams I'll probably jump on. One being 10 TV.
Yeah,
Yep. But I have to go over to Cash Money's birthday bash.
yeah,
That should be a lot of fun.
yeah,
So, yep. And
yeah,
I always post links in my community page, so you can basically tell where I'm at.
yeah.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So if you want to stock shift kicker, just check out a community page.
Pretty much. I try anyway.
Yeah,
Try to support where I go, you know?
yeah.
And even where I don't go sometimes, you know? Because you can't be everywhere at once.
Sure you can. You just got to clone yourself like 800 times.
Believe me, there's days I wish I could, like today.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Remember the show that they recommended yesterday to
Yeah.
watch?
The Fringe. The
Yeah, The
Fringe.
Fringe. I typed that in, and it came up either on Freevee or Max.
Huh.
And I had different people on there, and I'm like, well, I went in and watched the freebie one because it kept on saying Prime. But I looked up Prime. Prime doesn't have it. It says you have to go to a freebie, which is part of Prime. So I started watching that one. It's pretty. The first freaking one was pretty good. Kind of long, but that got me interested in watching it. No,
Ah.
so I'm going to continue watching that one. Little freaky to begin with, so hopefully I'm watching the right one. If it started off with an airplane and some guy ejected himself thinking it's insulin and it was something else. I guess
Yep,
I'm watching that one, the right one.
you're watching the right one.
Okay, now I got to go back and check out the other one that's on Max to see what that's all about. So, because it's spelled the exact same thing and all that, just has a man and a woman on there for the cover, like the one on Prime. But so I'm like, maybe they both came out with a series at the same time and they picked up on one more than the other. But
Hey, Be Charming, better late than never. I'm so glad to see you.
hey, she's a busy bee.
We
She'll be
know
getting all
this.
that rain. She's got to enjoy herself. She probably got her umbrella and her bicycle and started, riding around a lawn singing raindrops are falling on my head. Ooh, bad news, TJ Cats. Pennsylvania got 10 or 12 inches of snow? So your shovels may be delayed. They're going to have to open up
Yep.
your packages and use your shovels to clear the roadway so the yeah, the hell and back was pretty good. I hadn't seen the 12 Days with God yet. But I found one. I can't remember. I think it was on Max. It might have been Prime. I can't remember. But it had Mel Gibson in it, and it's called Blood Father. If you haven't watched that one, it's actually pretty decent. I
Hmm.
didn't think it was going to be that good and all that, but I said I'll give Mel a second chance, and it was actually pretty good. I was surprised. It kept me interested the whole time. So
Well,
now,
good. I'm glad your shovels are on their way.
you know, now all we got was Western PA was getting the snow, so or got the snow.
Yep, yep.
And let's see. Hey, we got 2 minutes. Ready for the countdown?
Sure.
Alrighty. Well, remember, people, tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. And if you get bored, go check out the community page on Shift Kickers. Find out where she at during that time of day and go over there and drop in and give her the finger.
Yep. Or at least to give the channel a thumbs up.
Yep. And worst comes to worst, before I hand it over to Shift, I'm going to say, please look up the link and go check out Ron at Whiskers. I can't remember the whole name of it right now. Whiskers something
That's
or other.
that's okay. I'll drop it again.
Oh no, it's up there on.
Oh, you pinned it?
Yeah, I pinned it
Okay, yep.
on the pin up
Music
there.
with Ron. Check him out.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
yeah. So you don't feel like being on a live stream with all the people being crazy and making you laugh. Or you just want music. Ron will satisfy your needs also. Yep, that Lake Erie Stowe will do it. But I appreciate everybody coming out. We do love you, and I appreciate you coming up here, getting up early. I thought you'd be sleeping. It's like, I'll do the first hour without shit. She's sleeping. And there you are. You're awake first thing in the morning. So,
Yep.
and if y'all didn't go outside last night and you missed the beaver moon, that is, you missed a good thing. Check YouTube out. Type in beaver moon. You might be able to get video to see how amazing the moon looked.
Yep.
So, but
So
I'll
guys,
have
just remember, stay blessed, not stressed. Check on your elderly. And I know it's chilly outside, but if nothing else, just take a short jaunt out there. Get some fresh air. Being cooped up in a house is not where you need to be.
yeah. And most of all, if you've been cooped up in your house, I hope you change your air filters up. Because there's a lot of freaking stuff inside a closed house if you don't open the windows and stuff every once in a while. Get that stuff circulating. And your heater or your air conditioner is not going to circulate it properly anyway. So, and while you're doing the filters, last but not least, you might as well check on your batteries, on your smoke detectors, and carbon monoxide monitors. TJ Cat says, I am the elderly on my street.
Well, hopefully people are checking on you then. Hopefully you have good neighbors that will stop by and just say, hi, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a couple days. What's up?
Well, I don't know. Maybe your neighbor's like, well, she doesn't have like 800 cats, so she's not lonely. She's got a husband, so yeah, she's good to go.
You just never know.
Yeah, because sometimes, husband and wife, one works more than the other. One's busy working, and they don't get to spend time with each other. It doesn't mean just because they're married that they can't get lonely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not meaning it in a bad way. It's just, having conversation with people. And tomorrow, because this just came up, I'll mention how Zoom is ruining people's social skills. They came out with a story about that this morning. It's like, it's affecting your brain. You're losing social skills.
Probably.
Now, I don't think it's the Zoom part, but they're trying to say it is the Zoom part because your eyes are not picking up as if you were in front of somebody talking. But we'll cover it more. Yeah, it's Zoom. It's sort of like StreamYard and all the other ones were.
Nice.
Yeah.
TJ, that's awesome. If he doesn't see, he gives you a call. Yep, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
People forget that.
Ooh, he'll call you. Nice. That means you don't have to open up the door when it's so cold. You can just
Uh-huh.
talk. You could be in your what was that freaking warm blanket thing that you would wear? I don't remember those things. They used to be on as seen on TV. You put it on
Uh,
as like a blanket.
I have a wearable blanket on right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could have that in your fuzzy frickin' slippers and don't have to answer the door and get cold, and you can stay comfortable and warm and talk to your neighbor.
Yep.
Yep. So thanks again, y'all. You have a good day, and I'll go ahead and leave with the song that I opened with. But let me get my little character back up here before we do that. Because
Yep.
unless you go back and watch the
Stay blessed,
restream.
guys.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Where did he go? Should have to move stuff around. All right. All
Bye,
right.
Dennis.
Enjoy,
Bye,
enjoy your
Dennis.
Taco
We're just
Tuesday.
ending.
Yeah. So thanks again. Oh, where's my music at? Man, everything got moved. But yeah, if you want to know about the places that China bought, it's towards the beginning of the stream, probably like 10 or 15 minutes in. All right. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know if the music's gonna play or not. What the heck?